now the sound's on.
Now the sound.
We've been talking to ourselves. We have been talking to ourselves. All right. You guys
so this is quite a setup.
Oh, yeah.
All right, quick recap of our game.
It was fun. Yeah. I mean, you guys are young and you play hard. No, it was everything we expected. I knew it wasn't going to be easy.
Well, when you got up 11-0, I was a little worried and I had to burn 2 timeouts, but
it worked.
We came out of that and played okay for a while. Thought we did a decent job on Kai and Jace in the first half, but your other guy stepped up.
Yeah.
Second half. Just like he was supposed to let him play on the fly. He didn't. Called it immediately. You sure of it though? All right, so just to finish up the recap there.
Where are you guys right now?
We were 7, I think, going into today.
Yep.
7 or 8.
Who do you got left?
We have Erskine Thursday, then Lincoln, Morse, and then Winslow, Maranacook. So there's some points out there, some winnable games.
Yeah.
So we'll see what we can do. You guys sitting 3rd right now?
Yeah. We got Mount Abram on Wednesday, which is
they're worth a lot of points. Are they
game.
14-1 or?
Yeah, they've only lost once. Yeah.
That's a good team. I've seen them a couple times on tape.
Yeah, here too. It's the first time they come to our place in like five years.
Wow.
So I'm looking forward to not having to go up there.
Schedule makers weren't kind to you?
Well, our schedule makers from Mount Abram.
Oh man. All right, so we got the Leavitt girls and the Spruce girls.
You want to do the play-by-play?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
Now here's the tip. Spruce controls it to number 23.
Lily Bellarose. Freshman, really good player.
No kidding, freshman.
Really good player. Lefty, crafty.
Pass to the wing to number 5.
Avery, Bessie. Maddie Grimaldi.
That's Maddie Grimaldi.
Riley Small. Ooh, over the back.
Good put back by Small. Then up. Grimaldi's one of the better players in the league, correct?
Yeah.
Like she's top.
Yeah. And Avery compliments her really well at being a sniper and giving her space.
Little 1-2-2 3-quarter court here from Spruce. Jordan Boulet with a little drop step move.
Zoe Grooms with the block.
Any relation to Sam Grooms?
Possibly.
Well, Sammy caught for me for a couple of years way back in the day. Hornets swinging around the horn to Gabby Smith. She's going to kick to Brooke Boutar. Boutar looks like a travel. Popular call tonight.
No pump fakes allowed.
They got us a few times in the other game on the perimeter, right?
Yeah, it's a tough call. You don't see that at the next level, that's for sure.
All right, Spruce going to inbound to Bellarose. She's going to bring it up. Skip pass across the court.
I didn't see her. Behind the ref.
Avery.
She was throwing that bounce.
A little long. Here comes Caitlin McCoy. Leavitt's leading scorer, taking the ball up. Over to Katie Searoyce. Good steal by Bellarose. She's going to take it to the foul line area. Little back cut there by Grimaldi. Reach in. Probably should have been a foul. They called it. Keegan, 4 threes tonight for you.
3.
3
Oh, you
or
only had
4?
3?
I can't remember.
They had you up for 4 in the book?
I had 4 then.
Take
Always
four.
take 4 then. Always take 4.
Yeah. I'll take as many as I can get. It would have been better if it was at the beginning of the game, not the end.
It's all right. Inbound to the corner. Looks like it's going to be a back court. We'll see what happens here. What do you do on that, Coach, when the ball's rolling back? What do you tell you guys? Just pick it up right away?
I tell them to
Try to bait
it into the wall as hard as they can.
I like that. I'm going to use that.
No.
Oh,
just
Zach
pick it
Keene
up.
getting
Just
on the
pick it up.
officials.
Sealed.
Gabby with the hook.
Hey.
She's got a good little hook.
Yes.
Misses a big rebound there by 24, Zoe Grooms. Bessie's going to push the ball up left side.
Good poke.
Over to Small, to Bellarose in the corner. Trying to get a trap there. See Royce and Butah. See if they can turn her over. Looked like a travel, not called.
Dragged it.
Now they're going to call a foul.
I'm glad this is radio and not TV.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. All right, a little 4 across here on the out of bounds.
Over the top.
They go up to Grimaldi.
Nope, real handoff. Double screen the other way. Ooh,
That might have been a travel there, but they're going to call another foul. All right, see how this is going to go. Listen, when you come to Spruce, you fully expect to be down like 3-0 in the fouls to start the quarter. And then usually you and Zach complain enough that it evens out
I
over
can
time.
count on one hand how many times we've been in the bonus first this year.
All right, lob to Grimaldi. She's going here. Little back screen action. Looks like they missed it. Swing around the horn. Bessie's going to drive middle. Good block by Butah. Skips to the corner. Oh my God. What was that call? That a travel?
Travel.
All right.
She's dribbling the ball.
All right.
I don't know. Looked like she was
ball,
looking
ain't
at me.
I think they missed 2 travels earlier in the possession.
They may have.
Made up for it.
Hey, the 3rd time's a charm. All right, Hornets working against the press. Spruce in the 3-quarter court. Seroy's over to Smith. That's a dangerous one. Looks like Seroy's going to track it down. Dribbles to the baseline. Gabby Smith. 3. Oh, short. Good rebound by Grooms. Bessie with a right-hand drive. Wow. All right. I'm just going to... I would just go with the opposite. Whatever I think it is, they're calling the other thing, so I'm just going to start going with what I don't think it is.
Right.
And maybe I'll be correct.
Yep.
Spruce in the 3-quarter court again. Leavitt's doing pretty good with it. McCoy, a little skip to Boulay. Mishandled, drives the baseline. Loses it again to Bellarose. She's going to bring it up court.
That's the key to teams keeping it close with Spruce, is you can beat that 1-2-3.
Butah with the steal, bounce pass to Smith. Good block by Grimaldi. It's a good play, good hesitation move.
Coast to coast, little step back.
Step back. That was tough though. Bellarose scraps the rebound. Spruce swings it around the horn to Grimaldi. It's like we got a foul. Is this where you point out to the officials that it's 4-0 and then the other 4 go against you, or is that?
Some officials really don't like that. Some officials really don't like that.
Oh, they don't. They don't. Mason, is this your first time playing at Spruce in the dome?
First time at Spruce.
I call it the Tiger Dome because when I was a kid, it was the Tiger Dome, and that's the way I'll always know it. But what'd you think? First impressions playing here?
It's interesting. I really like it, actually. It's a cool atmosphere. The court's different. It's a different feel.
I like the fact that there's crowd on both sides.
Yeah, me too.
But they're not like in your coaching huddle when you're drawing up plays.
thank
Because ain't
God.
that the worst?
Thank God. The first bleacher bench.
I know. A couple of schools, man, they're right there with you. It's a little tough, but
Yeah.
you got a little bit more room here. It's good.
Yeah,
I like to put the chairs back a little bit further, though, so I have a little more room to travel on the sideline. It's like Seinfeld when Kramer gets the wide lanes when he buys that one on the highway, you know?
Yeah, I know what you mean, but you have complete unimpeded runway this way. It appeared. I looked one time. You're
I wanted to come down and say hi a couple times. I wanted to hear what you were calling a couple times, too.
Yeah.
I think Mr. Scott was giving me a little bit of liberty based on a few calls.
Yeah. And he's cool. He's great. He's
Hey,
great
you know
like
what?
that.
He's one of the
a
better
player,
officials.
Right? He was a damn good basketball player.
Damn good
so-
basketball player. He was also a great basketball coach.
Right.
I think he was at Scow for a while.
And that
then,
helps.
Yeah.
That helps.
Keegan, first time you played here as well?
I think so, yeah. Because we played him at home.
Last
And
year,
then,
yeah. I don't think we played you the year before,
No,
and then you get into the whole COVID thing.
Yeah, so yeah, that was my first time here.
All right, Grimaldi going to the line. It's like one shot. How about the horn buzz on the shot attempt today? That was interesting.
He wanted to put his invisibility cloak on. All eyes got on him, and he had no idea why he did it.
I was so
There was a
confused.
sub at the table for the shooter.
Yeah.
All right, Grimaldi swings it to Bessie,
But it was a miss.
but it was missed. I know. Who's 21? Oh, Riley Small.
That's Riley, yeah.
Yep. Oh, Grimaldi, good drop step there. 5-0, 4 minutes to go.
Yeah, but Leavitt's been doing a good job getting it over. They just gotta make a bucket.
Yeah.
That's not bothering them too bad. They just gotta make a bucket.
Boulay from the corner. There you go. Good ball right there. Jordan's a good shooter for us.
Great hit.
She can spot up and hit him.
Saw that shooting before we left. Yeah, let me tell you.
There you go. We had a good shoot around.
Nice.
Hornets in the 1-2-2. Grimaldi out top. She's going to kick it over to Grooms. Grooms to Bessie. Little shot fake. She's going to swing it back around through Grimaldi. Good defense by Searoy. She's feisty out there.
Yeah. That Wes's daughter?
That is Wes's daughter.
Yeah. She's already better than Wes.
She play way better, and she plays defense like Wes reps, right? Very feisty.
Oh my goodness.
And Coach Rhines is not. He's trying to control it over there, but it's getting tough. I believe that's 5-0 and to the bonus.
Yeah.
3:23 to go in the half.
See, I think this crew, you can mention that the 5-0 and you can get away with it.
I try to go a little more indirect. I just bring up the fact that eventually this quarter they might foul, and you just might want to watch to see if it happens.
Right.
So that's all.
Right.
All right. Bessie misses the first one.
No, she's that's a rare miss from the free throw line.
And that's Brian's daughter?
Yeah.
I'd say she probably still shoots it better than Brian, right? What does he say on that?
Yeah, I'm gonna
He ain't
go
gonna admit
with
that.
no. His sense of humor has kind of left him in his old age. Those might be fighting words.
Those might be fighting words. All right. I've been known to fire up a Bessie or two in my day.
Yeah.
Hornets on the press break again. McCoy going to skip it over Searoy's. Drives the baseline. Galen Clark, number 10, has checked into the game for the Hornets, as has Kowalski, the freshman.
McDonald, number 10's in the game, coming back from her ACL.
Oh, there you go.
She would be the starting point guard. She's really good.
When was the injury?
Spring, AAU.
There you go. Just like that, she steals one.
Yeah.
McDonald bringing it up court.
That's Armidy's little sister.
There's Armady. Backside rebound. Just going to put it up. No good. Rebound by Clark. Searoy's going to bring it down the court. Rhines is calling a set. Little high ball screen.
Got 2 freshmen, 2 sophomores, and a senior up there for Spruce right now.
Young team.
Yeah.
Kowalski tied up there. Good defense. Good Good kick to the corner. McCoy for
They're
3.
moving the ball well.
There you go. Gabby with a rebound. Misses lefty hook. Put back.
She's stat padding.
Oh, and then they got her for the foul. That's tough.
It's a
Sorry,
nice
though.
Moses Malone tactic.
Oh, they called that on Spruce. I thought they called that on Gabby. They called it on the floor.
Can't clap. It sounds weird.
They blow the whistle.
Foul.
Coach Rhines with a big thank you from the coach's box down there. You can hear that all the way down there. He's appreciative of the first foul.
Will they go at it like you and I?
I don't think so. We had a pretty good exchange there for a minute.
too
Just,
nice.
It was just for old times' sake. Like we had to.
yeah.
We can't let a game go by without yelling at each other. That would never happen.
No. I easily could have stopped at the first comment, and then I'm like, no.
Yeah, of course. I was going to bait you into more
I know.
if you did. The only thing that hasn't happened tonight is that your mother hasn't berated me when I got in here, and then she usually tells me to berate you.
Oh, they love it.
All right, Grimaldi brings it up. She's picked up by Kowalski. Hornets in the 1-2-2.
Indeed, to McDonald.
McDonald from the corner. Bang.
Wow.
Good shot. Yeah. 9-4 Spruce. Back into the three-quarter court press. McCoy for Leavitt. Skips it to Seroy's. Hornets going to set the offense now. Steal by Grimaldi. She's going to lay it in, probably. And she does with the left. Let me ask you, as a pressing coach, when you break the press, when teams break it against you, do you, like, if they pull it back out and set it up, is that okay with you? Like, you don't want them to score off it, right?
No, if we're in our 1-2-2, we always go back into our matchup.
Yep.
If we're in our double fist, then we're trapping the whole possession.
The whole time.
Yeah.
Got it. Good rebound there by, is that, who's 12?
Armady. Armady.
Yep.
Yeah, Isla Armady. I'm sorry. Freshman.
That's Derek's daughter?
That is, yes. Yep, that's Austin's sister, yep.
Derek was my center fielder for a couple years back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Kowalski with it on the right. Whew. Tough D there, gets it to Seroy's. McDonald cuts off the drive. Good D, trap in the corner. Hooks it over to Smith. She's going to shoot a three, short. Out of bounds, going to be Spruce ball.
Yeah, Derek won a state championship in basketball and in baseball.
Yep.
For Jay.
That's right. Who was the coach of that J team?
Baseball was Chris, my brother Chris,
Yep.
and basketball was Hamilton.
Oh, no kidding.
Yep.
I forgot about that.
I'll just leave it at that.
Grimaldi brings it up on the left. Looks like they go to a little four corners here for the last possession. What's your cutoff time for last possession? What do you like?
If I'm running a set, I want to start it at about 9 or 8.
Yep.
But if we're going to isolate and let someone go one-on-one.
Good big play.
What a way to finish the quarter. You want to go a little early.
Right, so you get that chance at the offensive rebound. What about like actually going for the last shot? Like, are you like, you got to be inside 30 seconds? Just got to be inside a minute? Like, when do you like to say, like, we're going to take the last one?
Like say inside 40 seconds. If it's like 50 seconds, we'll just play the possession.
So not like Nick DePatsy at like the 1.5 minute mark? I hope you're watching it.
No. Yeah, we'll turn it over.
Exactly.
We'll turn it over.
Exactly, right? Hey, congratulations to Jace going to SM.
SM, yep.
That's going to be awesome.
Yep.
Played for Coach Richards, who you also played for, correct?
No.
Oh, you didn't? Who was coaching there when you were there?
Jeez,
If Matt hears this, he's going to be pissed that he thinks I'm that old.
Doc Stockwell, who coached with Bob Brown at USM.
No kidding.
And then my second year, he got done, retired. I got for my first year. My second year was our assistant. His name was Bill Fornia.
Yep.
Went on to Ohio University.
Thanks, fellas. Mason and Keegan
Great
taking
job
off.
tonight, guys. Great job.
Slide back in, guys.
Hey, welcome back to the booth.
We did have a moment during during your game, where you two were yelling at each other.
Correct.
And the question was, how's that going to play on the broadcast?
No, always
Never.
fun. Always, Scotty and I could yell at each other forever, and it would be fine immediately after.
Yes.
That's true friendship.
Yes. It is.
True competition is really
is.
all it is.
It is. It was pretty much the same way when we played.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't much different than that.
Right.
Wait, where did you go to high school?
Yeah.
Oh,
Jags.
okay, so it was the
There were
same.
a lot of battles back in the day.
Yeah.
And then we actually played on the same team for a while. Back before AAU, there were church leagues.
word of life.
We played for Wayside Baptist.
That's right.
Right?
Went to nationals.
We did. Pretty good squad, actually.
Yeah, it was fun.
It's like an MVC All-Star team.
That was a blast.
All right, McCoy catches in the corner. She's going to drive baseline, put up the jumper. A little short. Annie Jones with a rebound. She's going to get fouled.
That's Merrick Bessie.
That's your daughter, right?
Oh, yeah.
There you go. What grade is she in?
Sophomore.
Sophomore.
Yeah. A little undersized in the paint there.
She picked up the foul there?
Yeah.
She's in the scorebook.
Yeah.
I got a question for you guys.
Yeah.
So, approaching this from the Leavitt perspective, obviously Spruce is really good. When you go into a game like this, are you like breaking it into smaller chunks, or what are you telling your team when you know you're going against the team?
But last year when we played Scotty, it was 38-8.
Yeah.
So we were just focused on the first quarter. Like, we really wanted to come out and handle their pressure in the first quarter. and just at the end of the first quarter be within 6. Like if we're within a couple of possessions, we'll be in good shape, and then we'll just play the second. So that was kind of the message.
Yeah, we're never gonna try to overlook a team. I mean, that's from a coaching standpoint, you battle against that, but the reality is that they're 15, 16, 17-year-old kids.
Oh, yeah.
They look at heel points, they know. And I think for the most part, we do a pretty good job of not overlooking anybody and coming ready to compete. And I thought tonight we did a pretty good job of that.
You guys are explosive. So you started 11-0.
Yeah.
But then the boys,
Of course.
we battled back. The Leavitt kids.
Fully expected that.
And then it was 19-24, and you had another 9-0 run.
Yeah.
So those runs.
That was something we talked about too. Is that they're a team of runs, so like we burned a few timeouts probably earlier than I normally would, but they're a team like they can put up a 16-0 on you if you're not careful. So
yeah, and we never expect that we're going to win by 30 or 20. We play the right way, and it happens. But when we get up 11-0, we know we're not going to win 60-10. We know they're going to make a run.
Right.
a lot of matchup zone out there tonight.
Yeah.
It's a fair amount. Coach Kevin Millington will be happy. And Soko, you can watch the film and break it down a little for us.
Yeah.
The Leavitt girls are kind of dealing with the same thing because it was, 5-3?
Yeah, they really hung around there good in the
they
first
just,
five minutes.
There's a big boost to scoring right there, quick.
Yeah, they just got to make shots. I mean, they're handling to play with the girls. He's going to play this 1-2-2 the whole game.
Yep.
And it isn't really bothering them that bad. They're not turning it over a lot. They just got to they got to knock some shots down.
Got to finish.
The teams that Spruce blows out are the ones that just can't handle that 1-2-2 and just
Overwhelms them. Yeah. Nice block there. 21, Riley Small with a big block. Hornets steal it back. McCoy with it. Taking it down the right side. A little hesitation move. Got it off the foot.
Is that a steal? That's a steal.
That's a steal. That's a steal from Eric. Right there. They love it. Now she's on the stat sheet too for some good stuff.
Now her
By the way.
dad can start complaining for more playing time.
Now she's going for three. Good look at it, front rim.
Pretty flat.
Rebound, Gabby Smith. McCoy's going to take it up right wing, going to pull a three. A little long.
Unusual to see a Bessie that's ready to shoot.
Uh-oh, she's going to get another one.
Here we go. It's going up. Almost.
Riley
Good.
Small, we put back another one. Ooh.
Oh, they're going to call the reach. Riley Small killing it on the glass right now. Both ends.
All right, so you guys you've both coached shooters, and obviously she's a shooter. What are you trying to do as a coach when you know you got someone to shoot? But they're going to bring a lot of pressure. What are you doing to free them up? Get them some looks.
Run some sets, get a ball screen, get out in transition. It's probably the best thing. Get out. If we can play great defense, get out in transition, then any little focus that they put into practice or preparation on defending is kind of out the window.
Yep.
If we can get out and play. I mean, Jace has been face guarded for 4 years. Good shot by Madigan Aldi.
That was and one by Aldi right there. Good shot.
But we play great defense and get out in transition. It's hard for them to,
To overly keep. Well, it also helps that you've got a bunch of other guys that can score.
100%. We have a set that we've been running. That actually worked really well against Madomic, where they had Lash face guarding Jace.
The flare screen, that one?
No. Flare, the flare. I mean, everyone knows about the flare screen now.
Well, we were supposed to switch it every time. We missed on a couple.
Yeah. No, we just put him in the corner, and our point guard Dylan Jewett's really, really explosive.
Boy, he's had a great year, by the way. A great year.
We put some fake action over there, put Jason there. The guy, and Gabe Lash wasn't helping at all. And Dylan Jewett was able to go by Cheeseman or whoever's guarding him, and no help. He got made to the rim like every time.
I think we got caught once like that tonight, too, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, and we saw Lash at Leavitt.
Yeah.
If you can get him out of the game, that's huge.
I mean, if they want to take him and remove him from their defensive game plan, I think that's why we almost beat him, honestly.
It was a great game. You guys were right with him. The
7-point
flop
trip.
on the technical, that was so tough.
The 7-point trip.
It really was. Another Rose with a three.
No conscience. I like that.
Yep. Bessie's going to fire one. That's down. Avery Bessie, the three. Coach Ryan's going to go with a full timeout. Hornets going to talk it over.
Guys, have you talked about the fundraiser that we're actually doing today yet?
No, we probably should.
Yeah.
Camp Keita.
Camp Keita, obviously Raleigh Small, his family. Raleigh Small is kind of spearheading that effort to fundraise for the camp that she's been going to since she was like 9.
Yep.
It's tuition free, so obviously fundraising is massive for them, and that's what this is all about tonight.
I think we did pretty good. I think we were up to like 2,000 before, just before the game. Not counting any of the stuff in the gym, just online on the website. I think we were up over 2 before tip-off. So.
I imagine there'll probably be another grand or so from tonight right inside the gym, at least.
I would say at least.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we do have a link in our chat for anybody who wants to donate.
Yeah. Any listeners, there is a link. That'd be awesome. Any bid helps.
Absolutely.
Really cool, and we talked about it with the girls' coaches too. It's cool to do a fundraiser with these two teams that are so close together.
Yeah.
The coaches are all close to each other.
Are close.
Communities are close.
For sure.
What a great cause.
Yep. The varsity doubleheaders always.
They're always great.
They're always great.
They're
always great.
Well, and so Coach Keem was saying that you guys see a lot of doubleheaders.
Varsity.
Varsity.
Well, we've done it with them 2 years in a row.
Right.
Other than
the only one we see is you guys.
yeah, we had Leavitt. Lake Region last year, and I think that was it. But nowadays, 2 is a lot.
Right.
You know,
because you don't play as many teams twice anymore.
Right.
So like we had to make a deal
Someone has
last
to
year
lose,
that
right.
somebody's going to lose a home game,
Right.
but they'll get it back the next year. So last year we played 10 home games,
Yep.
and Scotty only played 8. And then this year we swapped it.
yeah.
Oh, that's great. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
But totally worth it.
I think so. To get the environment and
100%.
like it's 100% worth it to me.
Yeah.
Well, and so I had the headset on the whole first game, but the first quarter I was listening. Outside of a playoff game, I can't think of a gym this loud for a regular season game.
It's awesome.
It was kind of like it definitely had like a tournament type intensity to it, you know.
Martin Luther King Day off.
Yep.
Playing the first game, I was a little apprehensive about. But as soon as I walked in the gym, I could feel the energy, and I knew it was gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Environment-wise.
All right, Searoy's with the steal. She's coming down right wing. Just gonna look to Gabby Smith on the baseline. Got McCoy opposite. If she can find it. Goes to Boulay, back to Butah. Some swarming defense by the Phoenix. Gabby Smith, good drive. She's gonna get fouled. Go to the line.
What class is she?
She is a junior.
She's a junior?
Yep. So I think, who are the seniors? Mr. Davis. McCoy. Is Butah a senior?
No.
She's only a junior too, right?
Yep. It's just
Searoy's,
Clark, Aniston Jones. So
Searoy's and McCoy. So 2 fairly young teams.
Yeah.
Yep.
Here.
And one thing I like about Gabby is we depend a lot on threes, but she can drive and get to the foul line, and that's sometimes you just need that when when those threes aren't falling.
Yep.
Gabby's dad was on my men's league team for quite some time, and he was a really good player, but man, did he cost me some assists.
Who's
Sammy Smith.
Sam Smith.
Sammy would go up over and over. He was in like the Matt Adderton class. He's a little bit younger than us.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was probably done by then, I would think.
Well, yeah, I think we had to at the point they started bringing in like Matt Clement and those guys. It was
That
a little
was
rough,
near
so.
my tail end, yeah.
Turnover by the Hornets. Phoenix going to inbound on the sideline here. Melrose into Bessie. Number 4, Kanovich in the game, freshman.
Yep, freshman.
There you go.
I'm a big Sam Smith fan.
He's building your house.
And he's building my house.
building his house.
Wow.
He's doing a great job.
I don't think anybody builds a better house than Sammy. So
Wow. Shout out to Sam.
Yeah.
I know.
I think Mike's looking for a little kickback. Maybe you got a garage door?
I got a couple projects. All right, Belrose up top. Swing it around the horn over to Kanovich, back to Bessie. Little jab, goes left, spins back right, spins back left. Belrose going to fire a 3. That's going to be over and out of bounds. Hornets going to inbound.
All right, this is a question I should know the answer to, but I don't. But it came up the other night. Top of the backboard is in. So, but why was that called out?
If it goes over it, it's
If
out.
it goes over it, okay,
It can bounce all along.
If it goes right on the
You
top,
can
it's
actually
fine.
roll it all the way across the top, and it would be in
But if
bounds.
it rolls around and goes over the back,
Then it's out. Yep.
Okay.
York actually hit a three-pointer on us in the fourth quarter of the Expo with a couple bounces.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
Searoy's with the miss there. Phoenix bring it up. Rose the drive, going to kick it to Kanovich. Swing it to Bessie up top. She's going to get a three. Thought that was down.
Yeah.
Boulay with the rebound. He uses the ball screen up top. A little back and forth. Hand off to Gabby Smith. She's going to left-hand drive. Gets the line again. We got to cash in on some of these free throws. How tall is Grimaldi?
Probably
5'9",
like
5'10"?
6'4" if it was boy. Right. So probably, 5'10", I would say.
Taller than I remembered.
Yeah.
Height has been a big problem for the girls. So we've had a very successful year, but our tallest player, you're looking at it right now on the line.
Yeah.
And when we played Mountain View, they had a couple 6-footers.
But Dominic had that tall girl too.
Yep. Gabby honestly can do pretty good against one tall person.
Yeah.
But if they've got a second tall
Twin towers,
person,
not
it's
gonna happen. All right, Bessie brings it down over to Belarose.
Kind of a grinder type of game, huh?
A little bit.
Freshman Kanovich for three.
Splash. Wow. 22-6, Phoenix. McCoy's going to bring it up against pressure. Behind the back, loses the handle.
The
Kicks it over to Kowalski.
The Spruce feeder program has to be really good. I mean, you're looking at the Spruce, they lost all the twins.
Yeah, the twins. They lost, other than Avery, the other four starters. You had the twins and you had the Grondin girl. And the Kanovich.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Aubrey, who went up to Huston and played.
And then, it just rolls on.
Yeah, it's a good chunk of talent that all happen to be coming up through the same time. That is a coach's dream.
And Zach did some work with these girls when they were in middle school, correct? Like he got down there and I remember him traveling to some AAU stuff and with those guys, building it up.
Yep, you got to.
And you guys are pretty young.
Yeah. The group that the sophomores and juniors that we have right now, I've been with since the third, fourth grade, and that's just this was predicted.
Yeah, you're going to see it coming for a while.
Yeah, and I think we lose Jace, but I think you take his field goal attempts. And
Are you telling me that Kai's only a junior? Good Lord! I don't know if we can play next year.
Well, we won't if that reclassification happens.
We'll probably still play anyway. Who knows?
It'll be against my wishes. If you're up in A and we're in B, I want to play all B teams.
That's true. That's probably true. You should play as many teams in your region as you can.
That's right.
So are they going? It's going to be a double A. Is that what they're doing?
Yeah. They're keeping the 5 classes. They're keeping the 5 classes.
But they're going to throw more teams into double A.
Okay,
And
so then that's why we become A because
they're just going to kind of.
It's going to go back to what it was before they made double A.
Yeah.
Really. But there's going to be 5 classes instead of 4.
Now, is that just basketball?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I hadn't heard that.
Yeah. Every sport's a little different. Coach Keene snazzing it up today. He's got the jacket on.
He's been going with it all year.
He has been.
Yep.
You ever do that? Jacket?
Before COVID, yeah.
Yeah.
The jacket once in a while, but definitely.
I feel like you could throw a jacket.
Yeah, they didn't last long. The days I wore the jacket.
Boulay, good drive. Nice baseline floater. That was nice.
Jordan's got a good floater.
She does. Better shoe game tonight. Who had it? Me or you?
I got the 11s. What do you got?
I just got the old Jordans lows. Those are pretty nice.
I got to go with the 11s, though.
Right.
Well, yours is school color. You got that going for you.
Snazzed up.
McCoy gets the steal.
Yeah, thank you for keeping us on track.
Oh, she sends it the other way. Come on, Caitlin. Next play.
Oh, I have no problem with the shoe game conversation. What are you thinking looking on the court right now?
Ooh.
I don't know the shoes.
Look at this one. She's got 2 different ones.
Yeah, inbounding she did.
The Kobe's and all. I don't.
My youngest son has a pair of the ice blue Giannis's. They're pretty nice.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I like them. Utah with the steal. She's going to try to coast-to-coast it. Little jump stop, ball
nice.
fake. Might have got fouled, no call. McCoy with the rebound. She's going to dribble back for a three from the corner.
Shot.
Get in there.
It's a big shot.
There we go. There we go.
Lead down to 11.
Grimaldi bringing it down the right side for the Phoenix. Going to reverse to Bella Rose over to Bessie. Another three.
Yeah, we were open.
Good box out by Kowalski there. McCoy secures the rebound. Great pass down court to Smith. A long baseball pass. I love it.
McCoy does those. She likes to look up and send it. It reminds me of like a Larry Bird, like send it flying up the court.
Grimaldi with a pull-up short. Well, she's going to call over the back there, isn't she?
Kyle, you got the call. Chill, bud.
I think he thought he wasn't going to get it for a minute. The calls have kind of reversed themselves this quarter, right? 4-1 right now, right? So,
Of course.
as usually happens.
Yep.
I call it the Skip Capone rule. Skip's never going to be biased, and the fouls are going to be even at the half every time. Hornets swinging around against the press. McCoy's got it up on the left side. 36 seconds to go in the half. 22-11 Spruce. Gabby Smith back to McCoy. Drives and kicks to Boulay.
Kind of a big possession both ways.
Another floater from Boulay. Just misses. Rebound Grimaldi. Good kick up the floor. Bella Rose passes up on the three. Goes mid-range. Misses. Another great box out by Kowalski.
See, that one I would have...
All right, you want to draw that one back out, right? Give it a little bit longer.
Because then this wouldn't happen.
Oh, good find. Good block right there by Armandy. McDonald, she's going to get it at the buzzer. Not quite. Oh, they called the foul.
What are you guys' thoughts on the no more double bonus this year?
Oh, that's a good question, actually. It started last year.
Oh, it was last year as well?
I like it. Hold on, let's watch Natasha.
Yep.
Natasha.
Dead on, a little long. Always nerve-wracking to be standing there by yourself.
Oh, yeah.
In the gym, right? Tough.
A lot of eyeballs on.
It's out. Doesn't get that one. A lot right.
I like it just from a pace of play. Like, I mean, before I felt like half the game was shooting free throws.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Half the game was just. If you were in the bonus, at the end of the first quarter,
The whole second quarter was about that.
Exactly. And then in the end of the game, it's just, I like the fact that we're shooting less free throws just for the rhythm of the game.
Yep.
It's the way basketball is supposed to be played.
Absolutely. There's a lot of tactical there, though, right?
Yeah, there is a lot of
get
tactical.
early in a half.
Right. Which has actually caught me a couple times. I'm missing that tactic. Because it's a whole brand new way of thinking.
And like against you, we tried to make an emphasis tonight when we did break the press to get to the paint and try to draw fouls because it stops the clock.
Yeah.
And we know you guys want to get us up and down. Like we want to get up and down too, but we can't do it at the pace you guys can. So we had to be a little more selective about it. But that was one of the things, is get to the line.
Yeah.
All right, in the same vein, shot clock. If we have one, obviously, change it. What do you think?
I don't think it would be a huge impact.
No?
End of quarters, end of game. Yes, you would notice the difference. But the other parts of the game, I don't think you would notice it that much.
Yeah, it's that fourth quarter when a team starts stalling.
Yeah,
and you're like,
end of the half, end of the game.
And it's it's at the tournament.
Yeah.
Right? So like a college court, size court here too, you have more room between the three-point line and half court. It's way easier to stall.
Yeah.
So like if you look at like the Bonnie Eagle team a few years ago that had Zach Maturo and Jake Humphrey, those two guys are 90% free throw shooters and two of the best ball handlers in Class A. They got a lead with 4 minutes to go. It's over. Like they can stall the whole thing out. And I don't think that's great for the good strategy by him because it was available to him. But I don't think that's what we want for the game.
No.
In high school, where there is a shot clock, what is it? Is it 35 or is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Neither's 35. Yeah, I think 35. The college one is 30.
It might be 30.
It might be 30. I will say this, I did some AAU teams the last couple of years that were seniors getting ready to play in college.
Yeah.
And we practiced at CM and used the shot clock. And we would have other teams come in and scrimmage, and you definitely notice a lot more flow to the game, I think.
TJ Maines at his Capital City Classic, Holiday. If you weren't playing a regular season game and you were playing just an exhibition game, he let us use the shot clock. We played Messalonsky a few years ago with the shot clock, and it was awesome. It was awesome just to experience the end of the half and the end of the game. The end of the game, it was already decided, so it didn't really be a factor. But at the end of the half, it was. You know, it was like 3 or 4 possessions where typically it would be 1. You know,
and it puts so much more strategy into the end of the game. Like if you're behind, you have a way better chance to do some things. Makes the games more exciting, I think, at the end for sure.
Yep.
And also, like some people say, like there's bad shots because of the shot clock. But if you watch any game, what happens at the end of the shot clock? The best player gets a ball screen from somebody who can roll to the rim and shoots a shot. Like I don't find a problem with that. Like, I'm okay with it.
And coaches will adjust to that.
Well, that's
as well.
what
They'll adjust to that as
like
well. You know, I mean, we got to get it up quicker. We got to get into our set. You know, if we struggle a little bit, there's 10 seconds. Give it to your guy, pick and roll, go play basketball.
Well, and I would think too, defensively, your strategy to go hard and not give up a shot can change too, right? If you know that.
Well, sometimes, like if you're playing the match and you're not like top shoulder, you're bottom shoulder, they move the ball for like 45 seconds and then hit some like hit 3 or something like that. And you're like, like it's tough when you play a good possession like that.
Yeah, and your full court press and your traps become a little different. They become less about getting turnovers, more about chewing up some time.
Like when you watch the college teams press,
what they do.
They're not pressing to turn teams over. They're pressing to make you use 8 seconds off the clock. Right. So you get a lot of like soft 2-2-1s, like stuff like that.
Yep.
So they're doing the raffle baskets. I think that's what you're hearing in the background. 9801. And I heard that was a big. I'm assuming they collected a lot on these.
Yeah, I hope so.
Everybody's looking at tickets. Oh, got somebody?
Karen Brackett.
There we go, Karen Brackett. Sounds like a Livermore Falls name.
Yeah, that's a little more Falls name.
Mark Brackett was the guy back in the day.
I saw him the other day.
The guy inside.
Yep. We saw him the other day at D'Angelo's in Lewiston.
No good.
Yep.
What are we're starting to get near the end here, guys. How many games you got left?
5 for us, I think.
4 for us. Yep. We got a big one Wednesday against Mount Abram.
Oh, really? Mount Abram's good, huh?
Yeah. They got one loss.
Are they C?
They're C.
They're C. They've beaten some B teams, though.
Yep.
They had a couple good wins on their schedule.
All their B, they beat, well, you know, Mountain Valley, Oak Hill, Lisbon.
You think they'll get up and pressure you guys? They like to press. I wonder if they'll press you.
I hope so. I hope so. Because, like I said, that gets people loose.
Right.
And then we have a really, really good point guard that pressure doesn't bother him. We would prefer it.
That's why we did not open with it. We pressed to open the last, I think, 3 games. But we were not going to do it tonight.
Other than trying to win games, anything special you guys are looking at with your teams getting ready for the playoffs? Anything you want to put your guys through or for pressure?
Well, I mean, tonight was good for us to get on the bigger floor, the college-sized floor. That was good, and obviously to play a really good opponent. I think offensively, we've been trying to work on spacing in the half court. That hasn't been a real good thing for us, but we've improved on it over the last couple games. So that's been an emphasis. And we didn't play the matchup early in the season because we were just focusing on our man-to-man fundamentals. And now that we've kind of got that down, we've kind of been playing more matchup zones. So we'll continue to try to work on that and build off that and have some pressures out of it and some things like that.
Yeah, rebound. I mean, our weakness was always going to be the glass, rebounding, holding them the first, the one shot. Some games we're really, really good at it. Some games we're not consistent, I don't think. We watch film, and almost every possession I can pause it.
No, and they're just standing at the three-point line, right? The guys on the perimeter.
They know.
We did the same thing the other day. Paused it, and you see them all standing there. It's like, fellas, come on.
Yeah. And that's ultimately what cost us the game against Lincoln Academy was that fourth quarter second chance points.
They got the offensive rebound at the end, right? Kicked it back out, hit it.
And that was happening the whole fourth quarter. Welly, number 35.
Yeah, he's a pretty good player.
Pretty good player, but it was, Kyle would come over, block his shot. They would get the 50-50, go up and score, miss shot. They'd get it was all second chance points. Almost all their points in the fourth quarter were second chance points. And that's a killer.
Yep.
That's a killer when you get the lead.
Now in the B tournament, it's York, Madomic, and you guys sitting 1, 2, 3 right now. You guys have played Madomic. It was a really close game. Have you seen York on tape yet? Have you started watching them at all? What do you think on them? I know McDonald's a good player for them. His older brother was a good player a couple years ago.
Cummins kid, point guard's really good.
Yeah, his older brother was a great player too.
Yeah. And then
Bouchard, right? He's pretty good too.
But they also had 2 kids that didn't play last year. Rumors are that they didn't like the coach. I don't know if those are true or not, but that coach left, and it's actually the old Orchard coach came over, and those 2 kids.
Regan, right? Was that his name?
Yeah,
no?
Regan, yep. They have 2 kids in that starting lineup now that didn't play last year. I know that number 0 and number 2. Ketchum is one of them.
Ketchum is one of them. He's a big receiver for football.
Yeah. Yep. And there was a number 2. I can't remember his name right now off the top of my head. But we played them in the quarterfinal last year, and they graduated a couple from that team, and we graduated, a little bit. So I like that. I like our chances with both teams returning what they had, but then those 2 kids came out.
And Ketchum is an athlete. And he's big.
Yes.
He's every bit of 6'4".
Exactly. Athletic.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, we'll probably get. I think Lincoln is locked into the 4.
You guys gonna go in 3?
We're gonna go 3. We're probably gonna be Oceanside or Yarmouth.
Oceanside
of Yarmouth. Or you went out and get up there. You know what I mean? You beat Lincoln Academy. Wow, shock the world.
Listen,
is it up there? Or
it's up there.
It's up there.
I mean, that's obviously, we looked at you guys in Lincoln and said, all right, if we can get one of these, we can get in the conversation to be up there. And like Oceanside's got a pretty tough schedule down the stretch. Like, they play a lot of tough teams. So it's not out of the realm.
And like you guys said, high school kids are high school kids.
Yeah.
You do not in a late regular season game.
You nail a couple shots
ahead.
early. You nail a couple shots early.
Yep.
Cause a couple turnovers. That momentum is the son of a gun. Yep. They start to question themselves a little bit. Your confidence goes through. Anything can happen.
You also get, this is the time of year where you get the last round of sickness through your teams. So like Oceanside played Lincoln the other night and Foster didn't play. Right? So I saw the score and Lincoln beat them by 25 and I'm like, holy cow. And then you find out, Foster didn't play, so that makes sense. So you get a few things like that. Ooh, what do we got here? Is this a big check?
Here we go.
AD, AP, Mark Keller announcing. I think they're going to deliver a check to Camp Keita.
This is awesome. All the captains coming out.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for your generous donations this evening. Tonight, representing the Keita Center, Ms. Alyssa Goodwin and Stacy Jenkins, please come forward. The Keita Center runs programming to help family members that have lost a loved one by suicide. Camp Keita is their flagship program, and it costs roughly $500 per youth to attend. They have 75 campers per summer. Tonight, with all of your donations, this community is fantastic. We're going to send 15 plus youth to Camp Keita this summer. We'd like to present this check for $7,712
Wow.
to Leavitt and Stacy.
Look at the look on her face. That's what it's all about right there.
So 7,700.
7,700.
That's awesome.
What a great thing, and also just shout out to both communities, right?
Yeah.
Like
Awesome.
showing up like this and doing this.
That's awesome.
It's a good thing.
It is.
I know he's doing the check, but we do have the link
Yes.
in the chat.
That's
I'm
right.
sure you can still donate.
Absolutely. you
Tremendous
can.
cause.
Oh, and I also love the big check.
Yeah.
For any fun,
Yeah.
Like once in your life, you just want to get one big
I'd
check.
like a big check someday.
Walk into the credit union with that baby.
You got a big signature on that one.
True. Well, that's awesome. Great cause.
That's awesome, yep.
Shows you that a couple of communities that are close by that can compete the way we do can also get behind something that means something to both of us. So
Yeah, very neat.
good on everybody for that.
And again, cool that all 4 coaches
Yeah.
know each other
Yeah.
and friends with each other. Like, it's,
Makes a difference.
yeah.
Makes it a little more comfortable, yet that little edgy.
Yeah,
A little
yeah.
edge. A little edge.
But it was cool during your game in the first quarter. We had players doing commentary, and it was Leavitt players and Spruce players doing it together.
really?
So
Nice. That's
awesome.
even though they had a game coming up, they
Yeah.
could still talk with each other, do
That's
some commentary, and then go compete.
That's awesome.
I think that's a lesson about just
When the bus is
competition's a switch.
it's
You gotta
right.
turn it on.
Exactly
It's not
right. Exactly right. Chill out and be back at it tomorrow.
Right. I believe Chase Bessie and Keegan Rennie got into it a couple times tonight, but I believe they both were at half court, like hugging it up after the game.
Of course. Of course.
You know, that's what it is. So.
All right, so what do we got?
We got
11
22-11.
lead, Yep.
Girls
Right.
got it. I mean,
It's a ball
the
game.
Hornets, with the three-point shooting that they can get, I mean, McCoy's had games where she had 7 threes in a game.
She's getting looks.
Yeah, those start all falling.
We got Bessie on the baseline with a little set to open the half. Out of bounds. Oh, they did call it. They did call it. Hey, shout out on the cheerleaders, by the way. You guys got good numbers in the cheer squad.
Yeah, they don't. It's more of a competition team.
Yeah.
I don't think they're required to be at any basketball games, but they've showed up a couple times. Good on them. They don't
Yeah,
have
definitely.
to. It's changed a lot since when we were in school, as far as that goes.
Good skip over there to C-Royce. Down the baseline to Butah.
But
Couple of dribbles.
it adds to the environment.
It does. It does.
The screen and roll there. Good pass by Smith. Out of Butah's hands and out of bounds. First 4 minutes are key here, right, for the Hornets. Like, if they want to hang in it, they really got to put a dent into that lead right now. So they need a couple stops, couple scores. It's like they're going to try to trap a little bit out of the 1-2-2. Maybe get it with the defense.
Avery was looking for someone to flash. Everyone was just kind of standing. Which you can't do.
Well, Gabby Smith on the floor. McCoy comes out of it, scraps up the loose ball. She's going to bring it down the right side. Over to Smith. She's going to drive right elbow. Oh, good hands by Small on the tip pass up to Bessie. Had someone up ahead but couldn't quite get it there. Good defense by C-Royce. Bessie drives to the left, goes a little floater and banks it in.
Nice.
It's a tough shot.
Small has done that a couple times tonight on defense.
Tall, yeah.
Yep.
Put your hands up. High hands.
McCoy trapped out by half court, dribbles out of it. Good pass to Butah over in the wing. Good block by Small. Second one she's had like that.
Yep. Butah's been a big difference for the girls this year. Her defense is outstanding, especially in the press. Her offensive game is, she can score, but it's coming along. You just can see it developing as she...
Right.
What do you think is...
McCoy's step back gets blocked. Wow. Good play by Grimaldi.
When you have a younger player that's just starting to play varsity, what's the hardest adjustments?
Speed.
Dribbling too much.
Space. I mean, you're in middle school or even JVs, and you're a good open shooter, but you have an hour to shoot.
Yeah.
And 30 feet. You know, that doesn't happen in varsity very often. You got to quicken it up. You got to.
I think you see some of the guys who were first-year starters for us this year that didn't play a lot of varsity last year. It took them 6 to 8, maybe even 9 games to adjust. Whereas some of the other guys like Colin that played last year, like he didn't have to make that adjustment this year. He could kind of step right in and get going. So.
Oh, no. Well, I mean, I even noticed it was Schulbaum last year.
Yeah.
He didn't, it's not that he was playing bad, but the first few games he was kind of just playing, surviving, and then suddenly it was like he realized, I can shoot and score. And
Yeah, I mean, guts and confidence, and you know, if you're good, go play. Right. You know, and then that's, you know, our point guard Dylan I think is going to be a superstar, and that's been an ongoing battle since he was like in 4th grade of just getting him to be a demon, just getting, just go. You are good.
You can see his growth offensively this year when you watch him over the course of the whole season. Like, he really gets to the basket. Rose going to have a clean look at this one.
That hurts.
Yeah, that hurts. Hornets, a little lack of communication right there. But yeah, I thought a big one for Colin this year, even though we lost by 40 to Madomic.
Yeah,
and he went head-to-head with Lash in the first quarter and scored 10 and held Lash to 8.
I talked about that game to my team because all they do is see a score. Right. And I watched that game and thought he played very well. Yeah. Very well. Was not afraid. Was aggressive.
No, that first quarter, he was battling. That was great.
Yeah. I thought it was just a grow-up moment for him, too. Like, he had to defend the other team's best player. He had the other team's best player defending him. Yep. He came out and attacked it. Yep. Like to see that.
And I didn't see the game, but when you guys played down at the Expo, he had a big game too, right?
He did. He had 28 down there against Kate. He got the name Expo Colin after that, so I hope we get another shot to play there, so maybe it shows up again.
Probably won't be Kate, though.
Probably won't be Kate, no. No, it won't. It'll probably be somebody quite a bit better. But that's all right. If we're there, we'll take it.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Grimaldi misses the second one. Battle for the rebound. Coach Keene gives the call to the official. She agrees. Little box set here on the inbound. Little zipper cut. It's a Bella Rose up top. She's going to drive to the left elbow. Armandy kicks it over to Armandy. Bessie, little head fake. Drives middle. Grimaldi, nice jab and go. They're going to get a foul there. A little bit of a hard foul there. Held on to the wrist. Well, the ref's going to tie his shoe so that she can tie her shoe. Then it's just a timeout anyway. Ryan's just like, enough of that. We'll just take a timeout.
Was he faking it? Was he faking it, you think?
I don't know.
To give her a chance? To give her time?
Maybe she was faking it to give him time. Hey, real quick, shout out your assistant coaches. Who you got on the bench with you this year? Those guys go unnoticed all the time, never get any pub. I know one guy's been with you for a few seasons now.
Yeah, James Willett, my JV coach. Yep. I coached him when he was in high school. Owen Bryant coached him. He's just a couple years out. He was a senior when Jace was a freshman. Undefeated season, conference champion. That's when we lost to Miranda Cook in the first round. Yep. Without Camden Phillips, our senior captain.
I remember that.
Then I got Mark Kelby, obviously been friends with him forever.
Mark was a heck of a football player when he played here, man. Yeah. Really good. I had to coach against him quite a few times.
Good receiver. Yeah, no, I mean, he was a big factor in this sophomore and junior group.
He coached those guys all the way through, really.
He coached them, exclusively. We worked together, and then right about when they got done the 3rd grade, and it was like right between the 3rd and 4th grade, because we worked together, and that's when he kind of was just like, come on, come coach these guys, coach these guys. And we've been together ever since with that group. And no, it's been great. They've been running our stuff. They've been running the matchup zone. They've been running white, and they've been running, they've learned to flex when they were in the 4th grade. And a bunch of our sets.
And it makes a difference, right?
It makes a huge difference. Terminology, everything.
The kids know what to expect. I've been working with I told you today, I'm working with our 7-8 travel team. And, we're 500 or whatever, but it's just been awesome to get some stuff installed with those guys so that they have an idea. They're going to be ahead when they get to high school next year. So
for sure.
It's always the model.
Yep.
All right, Boulay, another floater. A little long. We'll battle for the rebound. She's going to get a foul there.
And Eric Taylor's the other one. He's the stat geek. He's an alum, and his father is a longtime teacher here, physics teacher. I had him in physics.
I remember.
He was my JV coach, Rob Taylor. Eric played up through, and he's got his PhD in biomedical engineering.
No kidding.
But has his resume out and looking to land a job, and in the meantime, he's subbing here and my assistant coach. So
There you go. You take it.
yes.
Well, hopefully Buzz Media helps him find a job. Maybe
Yes.
Somebody's watching. Hi, that guy. Grimaldi for 3 on the ball.
that was nice.
What's that? 10-0 run to start the half.
Yeah. Yep. Oh no. Small with the steal and the land.
12-0.
Yep. It's just the 1-2-2 can just can melt you. You got to be so disciplined, and they were just a couple possessions and boom.
It just goes to show you that that's all it takes.
Yeah.
Like to be consistently disciplined enough
Yeah.
to do the right thing and run your stuff and do it the way you're supposed to is tough.
Yep.
McCoy for 3. There we go. That's
nice.
down. That looked good.
The other thing too with the Hornets is our best players play a lot of minutes and they need to, but I think sometimes going against the press, mentally and physically, they get worn down.
Of course.
Great short corner dive right there against the zone by Spruce for the bucket. That was a nice setup and nice pass. Well executed.
A little 5-hole, 4-hole bounce pass layup.
Yep. There they traveled there. So I'm going to shout out my guys too. Cam has been phenomenal this year. Like Cam played at Leavitt.
Yes, yes he did.
Is that the tall one?
Yeah. So, he really has stepped up this year as a coach. Like a lot more instruction in practice, a lot more film watch and the scout and things like that, and just a lot more voice on the bench. So it's been awesome. It's great to have former players too. Like, we don't have the greatest basketball tradition at Leavitt. We've had some good teams recently, but
he's one of the better players we've had ever, right?
And he's one of the guys, like if you pick all the guys in Turner that care a lot about basketball, like he's one of them for sure. So he's been great. Marcus DeVoe, who played over at Lake Region with, remember the Jack Leisure team that won it? So Marcus was the other guard on that team. Yeah. They beat you?
They beat us.
Sorry for bringing it up, but Marcus has done great this year. And then Sean Daigle, who's my assistant in football, has been helping us out as well. And does a nice job. So those guys have been great.
Awesome. Is Wyatt come once in a while?
Yeah, he gets into practice quite a bit. He hasn't been in many games because his practices and games haven't timed up that well.
What about over break? Yeah, they had a pretty good break.
Yeah, over break he actually practiced with us quite a bit, so we could work on guarding some guys like that.
Yeah. That was a nice coast to coast.
That was a nice coast to coast.
Who was that?
It was Caleb McCoy.
A couple of buckets by the Hornet. Kowalski's checked in now as well. The freshman up on the top. Andy Jones playing down in the post again, number 11. Coach Keene going to go with 30-second timeout here.
Yeah, he's got four subs in there with Maddie.
So Kowalski, she's played quite a bit as a freshman, and the first game I saw, there was a game where Zero was out. She started.
Yep.
And she was playing great defense. So the next day in school, I said it to her, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I don't like playing offense." She goes, "I love defense." So that's what I live for. She goes, "Offense, I just have to do." And that's a good attitude to have.
It is. It's common.
Yeah, especially like a younger player, right?
There's less pressure on defense, probably, huh?
And to be really good offensively, I mean, you can't shortcut the time it takes.
Nope. Yep.
You know what I mean? I mean, if you're going to be a really talented offensive player, it's hours in the gym, and some people have other things they like to do.
Yep.
But defense is choices, and it's less skill and more about decisions and choices and
effort and
toughness.
yeah.
I always thought, like, if you got a heart and some brains, you can play some good defense, right? Like, that's what it is.
Exactly.
All right, 4 flat here, a little lob to Grimaldi. And you go a little handoff, fake handoff. Good D by Kowalski. Good help by Searoyce. Steal by McCoy.
Merritt threw it way too Leavitt.
McCoy's had a couple of... I'm going to say, you told me about the Deflategate thing that was going on here. I think somebody put some extra air into this girl's ball. I think somebody's got to question
It might
that
be PTSD. It might be Mertzel PTSD.
Deflating balls?
By the referee.
Oh!
He took a little air out of the ball.
Quite a bit. 2 games in a row. But the second game, we noticed it early because of all the complaining about on the first game. So we went and put more air in it, and I think that led to some hurt feelings.
Happens from time to time.
Yeah.
Inbound to Searoy. She's going to be up top, skips it over to Butar. A little ball fake. She's going to drive middle. Back cut. Good one by McCoy. She nails a little floater on the baseline. That's a good play. Good pass by Butar. Good find. Oh, Grimaldi with the cross. Bessie passes it up, goes to the other Bessie. A little long. Seroy's with the rebound.
Hornets having a good stretch here. The game definitely got out of hand, but
Good steal by Bessie.
I'm not jinxed him.
Avery with the left-hand finish. Gets the foul, though. Those passes across the basket line way up high like that, they're dangerous.
Especially if they're telegraphed.
Yep. Yep, that's a hard one. Avery Bessie in line for 2.
Put it in the butt.
I know Brian's going to watch this later. Brian's going to watch this later. I mean, yeah, I haven't seen her miss much. I don't know.
Brian didn't miss much. Brian was.
I know.
Brian was.
I had to guard all you guys. The unfair one was when they made me guard Chris as an 8th grader.
Oh,
in the summer.
That was terrible. Not Chris worshiping. I didn't come on here for any Chris worshiping.
I never had to guard Skip, at least.
No comment.
Love it.
All right. Really up 21.
Yeah, 50 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Grimaldi has it up top. 0.
Banked it. Wow, Mary Bessie with the
She got
bank
a smile on the face on that one. Banked it in. The bank is open, even on the Monday holiday. Avery just misses the steal. McCoy up ahead to Boulay. Good hustle back by Grimaldi.
That's what you got to do.
Boy, Grimaldi's a good all-around player. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Really impressed. She's good.
Hard worker.
It's not like a lot of flash to her game, but there's like a lot of substance to it.
Yeah. Force.
Yep. Struggle with the post entry there. It's going to be McDonald bringing it up court. Right side, see what she's got. She's going to kick it behind to Grimaldi. We'll skip over to Avery Bessie for an open 3. Front rim. Yeah. Could have just called out of bounds, but we'll take the over the back.
Who are your no flash guys? Because I was just thinking as you said it, that you need, obviously you have the flash, but you gotta have those other ones. Who do you got?
I got my 2 off the, Caden Frazier off the bench, number 3 is, I think he fits that perfectly. Austin Armady a little bit.
He's got a little Armady flash to him.
Yeah, a little bit. No, I would go. I mean, Dylan is. He could make an and one to win the game with a packed gym, and there would be absolutely no response. There wouldn't be any response. We would be. So I would say, I mean, he's spectacular, but there's just no reaction.
Yeah.
And that's good for a point guard, because it's the same way if something bad happens. There's no reaction.
Right.
It's next play. And but I think Caden Frazier probably is a foxhole guy. He's a fox. Caden Frazier's probably that guy on our team. For us, comes off the bench. You got a couple of them.
Yeah, we got a few, like Cooper Warren, I thought had a good, just a good, solid, fundamental game for us tonight.
Yep.
Cooper started talking about defense. He started to come through with some blocks.
Yeah, he's averaging about a block a game. He's played pretty well for us the last couple of games here. Trent Holst is another guy who does
That's
kind of a lot of dirty work.
And he doesn't, no attention there. Holst just is quietly doing his thing.
Yeah, so those might be the first 2 that come to mind for me.
You need them. You need guys like that. Don't got to run sets for them. Don't care how many field goal attempts they get.
Right.
Don't care. They just want to win.
I got to think of that Yarmouth team a few years ago that won it, that had Syhogis and Waldron, who were 2 really good frontline players, and then they just had a lot of great role players around them.
Yeah.
And that team maybe wasn't as talented as some of the other teams they beat, but they just had really good chemistry, and those guys did a lot of dirty work.
Yep.
And Syhogis and Waldron made plays at the big times when they needed to.
Yeah. Stevie Walsh was a junior.
Yeah, made that big 3 in the corner in that game, right?
Yep.
Right.
Huge comeback.
Yep.
In that game.
Yep.
Against Ellsworth. That was Chance Mercy's sophomore year.
Yep.
Scott, how did these two, the boys and the girls, do last year in the tournament? As a Leavitt guy, I kind of followed, and then I forget.
The girls lost in the regional final to Oceanside.
Okay.
And we lost in the quarters again.
Who'd you lose to?
York. Yeah. Great game. Tied up in the fourth. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Because there was some people that just took the game over.
Well, you guys will be back at it this year.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be the same result.
I hope so. I hope you're right.
Unless you're playing us, then I hope I'm wrong.
That'd be fun. It would be fun. It would be fun because that means you had a hell of an end of your season.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean?
True. If we're playing at the Expo at the end, we'll be happy with whoever we play.
Yeah, exactly.
And for the girls, Oceanside lost the two girls that went down to Florida, right?
That's right. And B South is I think up for anybody. I would have to call them the favorite. They lost to Madomic at home, but it was 38-34, and it was just a grind of a game. And that's not a horrible loss.
No,
but I think Spruce has just as good of a chance to win B South as anybody.
Yeah, they go right there. Good drive by McCoy there. She's going to go to line, got fouled.
Coy's had a good scoring here in the second half. She's been the only one, though.
Yep. Dalen Clark and Katie Searoy's checking into the game.
As the commentator doesn't know, it's fun when I watch teams. It's pretty easy actually to make a decision of, I want to watch this team do well in the tournament, or I'm going to hope they get eliminated.
I got a few of those teams on my list.
Yeah. But I'd be happy to see Spruce, boys and girls, obviously, assuming they don't go against the Hornets.
Drano by McDonald for 3.
I'm looking for, if the reclassification happens, the thing I'm most looking forward to is getting this community to be able to play in Augusta.
Yeah.
Where Jay and Livermore used to go every February. I think the attendance would be so much better.
Bessie with another one.
15-20.
That happened quick.
Yeah, it did happen quick.
28-9.
The Hornets have hung in there fairly tough, but Spruce just has too much firepower on offense. A lot of people that can put the ball in the bucket.
Yep. And like you said, there was that moment, if we were hitting a bunch of threes early, maybe Spruce gets frustrated, maybe things go a different way, but
Momentum.
Yeah. No one gets tired when they're pulling off an upset.
Right.
When you're doing something, there's no...
And no one gets tired when they're hitting shots.
Nope.
You're hitting shots, all of a sudden you can run all day.
Yep. It doesn't matter what the sport is. It is exciting when you're beating that team you have no business beating, and then everybody plays better and everything starts to go.
Yep.
As a soccer coach, that happens more because you can get outshot a ton and they just won't go in.
Yeah.
And so
one breakaway.
Yep.
You get the hot goalie in those sports too, right? Like hockey's the same.
Yeah, basketball's a little bit tougher to pull off the upset.
I think it's one of the toughest sports to pull it off, to be honest. Like, basketball is such a skill game. It's hard to beat teams that are better with, like the coaching makes a little bit of a difference, but it's hard to scheme something up to beat somebody that's way better than you. It doesn't happen very often.
Nice bucket there by Gabby Smith.
Good play by Gabby. McCoy with a steal. Skip it over to Boulay, who's going to drive middle. Picks up the foul. Coach Ryan still coaching it up over there, fired up.
Yeah, maybe the outcome's what you build for the next game.
We may have had a conversation at halftime about if we don't play well and it goes the other way, Coach Bessie is not going to feel bad for us and sub a bunch of guys in. Like, we're going to have to play 16 minutes.
Now, what is your, because I had this talk the other day, what is your etiquette? Is it up to the losing coach to empty it, or is it up to the winning coach to empty it?
In basketball?
Yeah. Because I've always been taught it's the team behind.
It's the team behind.
Yeah,
I think you have to say when you've had enough.
Right, and I'll gladly race my guys, your guys to the...
Right.
Because I had that the other day. We had a game that we won by 50 or so. And
Nice through there.
Yeah, good through.
Yeah. Was that Kanovich?
Yep.
Yep. Freshman. Also, number 11 has checked into the game. We should mention
McKenna
her.
Phillips.
McKenna Phillips.
McKenna Phillips. Camden Phillips' sister.
There you go.
Little sister.
Yeah, I've wondered about that too, about when you call off the dogs sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, the other night against Mountain View, they kept fouling us at the end. So, like, I'm going to leave my guys in there if you're going to continue to foul, you know? But then eventually I just wiped them all out and put in the bench, and then he put in his. So I'm like, I wish I had done that earlier, but you don't really know, you know?
Yeah, I've always, I mean,
It was a nice sleep by McCoy.
I learned
Yeah.
from, yeah, it was.
McCoy's heated up a little the second half.
Kanovich again?
Oh, good rebound.
Oh.
In football, it's got to be the losing team because there's a safety element to it that you don't have in the other sports. Dalen Clark misses from the corner. Grimaldi with the rebound. It's definitely something people get huffy about, though.
Yeah.
What's the earliest you call it? Like if it's bad, if it's ugly in basketball, do you still go?
I mean, there's etiquette, right? There's etiquette. If it's 20, no pressing.
Right.
There's certain things like that. No pressing, no trapping. But I mean,
I've always said, regardless, like football or basketball, the first half is the first half.
yeah.
Like you're
no
gonna
matter
play
what.
that like as hard as you can all the time, and then at halftime, if the score's not good, I'll make some adjustments and do some things. I mean, I might go deeper into my bench in basketball if it's like that. But Kanovich at the line makes first one. He's got a good looking shot.
Yep.
It's been tough for our girls team because we haven't played many close games. We've played teams that we've dominated, and then we've played some games we've lost.
Yeah, there's not a lot of middle of the road
There's
teams
not
on
a
our
lot of
schedule.
middle
It
teams.
seems like there's a lot of
Not a lot of crunch time going down to the wire.
no.
Which is got to be tough when you're talking about trying to get ready for the playoffs.
Yeah.
right?
Where are they in the heels?
They're
Like 8 or 9.
8 or 9.
They need one kind of signature, like
they've got a
good
lot
one
of
to put
wins,
'em up.
but there are a lot of wins against teams that are not worth.
Right.
worth a lot of points.
Will they play in a prelim?
Right now, they would.
Yep.
I'm getting it up here.
Seroy's at the line for 2. I'll definitely say that Katie's a better shooter than Wes.
I was going to say.
How many teams make it?
10.
Is it the same as the boys?
Oh, there might be less teams in.
Yeah.
It might be 9 in 14. It's 2/3 of 14, whatever that is.
Oh, actually, there's 15, so 10 make it. Right now, the girls are not in. So they're 8 and 4. This loss would drop them to 8 and 5, and they sit in 11th.
It's tough. Great crossover by Grimaldi and the corkscrew finish.
Nice take.
Wow.
buddy.
That was a good one.
Yep.
So the girls are going to need to get some points because a lot of their wins are teams that are worth almost nothing.
They need one.
Do they have quality left?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah. Erskine is good. Erskine beat him by quite a bit
Really
last
good,
time. Yeah.
Yep.
Carey.
She's not going to be happy about that.
Yeah.
And then they also have Lincoln who's 7 and 6. That might be, and that is a home game. That's going to be a
big one.
really, really big game for them.
Huge.
Because that's what I was just talking about. A team that's actually on our level instead of.
Yep.
Yeah, I think they get in. I mean, Erskine's going to be tough. But that Lincoln game sounds like.
Yeah, that might be it. That might be
Boy,
the game.
step back. That was a nice fader right there. Wow.
She banked that?
I couldn't tell
I
from
think
here.
she banked
I
that.
think she banked it.
She's had a lot of points in this half.
Caitlin can ball. She can play.
Yeah. Yeah, she had a 30-point game, and then she had a different game where she hit 7 threes.
Is she committed to CM for next year yet? Do we know that?
I don't know.
I'm not aware of you. I know she's talked to them quite a bit. The other thing I would say, going back to the subbing, is that turnover by McCoy, but bouncing around, they're going to call something. I'm glad you didn't sub, honestly, because you only get so many chances to play teams at the top of your conference. I told our kids after, I don't want him to sub. I want to play a whole half against these guys because this is what we need.
Well, I'm going to sub. I got 7.
Yeah.
My 7's my main rotation.
Right. And I'm sure Ryan's is the same way here. To be able to play with teams like Spruce, you want as much court time with them as you can get. So, I kind of purposely left Schlobaum in a little longer just so you would leave your guys in a little bit longer.
Yeah,
to be honest.
Exactly. And that's completely fine. we've had games where if the optics don't really look that good. When you're up by 40 or 50 and your major 7 are still out there in the rotation, but you look on the other side and they're major 5 and pressing and doing those things. And if Bob Brown says it's up to the losing coach,
that's probably what we should go with.
Probably what we should go with.
We should take the advice to St. Bobby.
Yeah. And the other thing too, though, is I think a lot of times, from my observations, the coaches understand. Sometimes it's the fans,
yes,
right?
Exactly.
They're like, oh, why are they doing this?
Exactly.
It's like, no, they're fine with it. They don't have a problem.
It's going to do nobody any good if they have their first 5 out there and I empty mine and they go on a 10-0 run to end the game.
Right.
It's going to kill my kids. It's going to kill the kids that are in there's confidence. And, it's going to. It means that they're good job.
Also glad at the end that when we did sub for that last minute. They just played. I hate it when you sub and then the teams hold the ball. Right? Like that. Yeah.
They just played. You guys hit a big 3. We hit a big 3.
Came back and hit one. Like
that was actually exciting.
Those guys get a minute of court time. Like let them play.
Go play.
Exactly.
As a streamer, I appreciate it because once nothing's happening, it's really, really tough to keep talking.
Right.
Reese Daigle checked into the game for the Hornets as well as Sophia Poulin.
Sophia Poulin's played quite a bit for a freshman.
She has. She's got some length too.
Yep.
She's tall.
Yep. Which is something we do not have a lot of.
She's pretty good defensively. I think when her offensive game comes around a little bit, she'll be able to get some more time. She'll be a good player for me.
There goes McCoy.
Nice little hesitation there.
Good take.
She's got at least 15 this half.
It's good to see her playing well against this type of competition. Come out and have a second half like that. She's competed hard. She's been leading, talking to her teammates, doing some good things. Good rebound by Bella Rose there. Kicks to Grimaldi. She's going to fire a 3. No good.
Avery
Bessie with the rebound.
That's
probably got fouled. No call. And they're going to call that one. Riley Small going to the line for 2.
I think we just lost our scoreboard camera, but 2 minutes, battery probably down.
We could probably handle it.
We could probably just deal without it.
We got 2:25. Spruce is up 56-32, and I'm going to forget to do that from this point forward.
24. The Hornets have cut into a little bit. It was 50-20, so a little run for the Hornets there.
Yeah.
And McCoy again. She's off running.
She's going to fire that one. A little long.
Oh, it's off.
Good defense. Good contest there by Small.
McCoy's fun to watch because she's got a motor.
Yeah.
She just likes to get up and down the court.
Oh, kick it to the corner. Kick it. Well, the Hornets getting on the loose ball. Reese Daigle. Wearing her brother's number 15.
Oh, yeah?
I will shout out Lanny Daigle because we don't have him. He was supposed to be our point guard, but he tore his bicep and his labrum. And then played
the rest of the football season.
The entire football season with it. Basically played without a right arm.
Including that game where he had
2 pick sixes against Cape in the playoffs.
Who needs 2 arms?
English must have been a body full of wrap.
Oh my God.
Ace bandages and.
Oh, look at that. Getting on the floor.
Landon Daigle, not a complainer. Nope. And neither is his sister. She has this. They just
same attitude.
I love the Daigles.
I think 14 is Ava Thibodeau. She's a JV call-up.
Well, Coach Daigle is also related, and he's not a big complainer either. He's big.
He's not.
He's not.
So we got Grace Cuthbertson.
Yep.
A tough name to say. With
Yep, 0.
She's gotten some minutes, and McKenna's back in.
Yep. Kenna Phillips over Bella Rose. She's going to fire a 3. Rebound bounces around. Going to be green ball. Also got Lily Wong in for the Hornets, number 25. Also have number 4, Addie Gotti, checking into the game. See what the young players can do here in the last few minutes. We have Kowalski versus Bessie up top. Ball's off the Hornets out of bounds. Going to go the other way.
Are the JVs playing tomorrow, or did they? No JV games?
They were going to. I think initially it was set for tomorrow, but it didn't happen. And then they were going to go today, but they couldn't do it.
Yeah, it just never really got worked out.
Oh, okay.
So maybe sometime in the future. I'd like to get it.
Yeah,
for them.
We probably could just get together one day and play.
Yeah.
Without any officials.
Yeah.
Well, I was noticing because this is a lot of the JVs now getting a chance to
the whole
play.
time. Bessie going to skip it over to Bellarose. Little hesitation move to her right. Hook pass.
Cuthbertson.
I'm glad you said it.
The best. Phillips for three.
Long rebound, bounces around. Lily Long grabs it.
Less than a minute.
56-32.
Kowalski over to Thibodeau. Little back screen there, probably illegal, but they call it travel. Gotti can shoot it, right? Number 4. That's what they say. She's got a good 3-point shot.
I have heard that as well. She hasn't.
And they say she doesn't like to shoot. I don't know how that goes together. Like
If you can shoot, you gotta like to shoot.
I know.
I love Gotti. She's great.
Spruce swings it around the horn.
The Gotti family are the biggest fans of Buzz Media live streams that exist.
Well, maybe a foul there, no call, but they call it on the return back.
She got it back.
That's all right. It's an appropriate response. Right? Like you get fouled, they don't call it. I'll just foul you back. I'll take it.
Get her money's worth.
When the Gattis are at the game, they still go back and watch the Buzz Media. And he tells me all the. I know he's going to hear even this in the last 20 seconds.
Oh,
he's
great.
watching.
So it's Gotti, not Gotti. That's good.
Yeah.
I was a little nervous there for a minute.
Gotti. Gotti.
Gotti.
Gotti's a famous name, isn't it?
That was
A
right.
little mobster.
We had a receiver in college. His name was Jimmy Gambino.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you can imagine how that went.
Boy. Let me know. Let me guess where you placed the bets.
Kowalski. Can't get it to go, but she gets it on
Rebound,
rebound.
puts it up again. Close. And the harm for the freshman.
Finishing strong.
Elizabeth Kowalski, nice play. I'm assuming Spruce is going to run it out here on the last possession, so this is pretty cool.
Yeah, this was great.
This was a lot of fun, guys.
A lot of fun. And once
I don't
again,
know
like,
what's happened with reclassification, but if you do play next year,
Yeah, we'll
do it
definitely
again.
do something.
if we don't play in the regular season, let's
Yeah,
play an exhibition,
100%.
right? Do a girl-boy
100%.
doubleheader again.
Preseason.
Do that. Oh, Bessie's going to get a 3. Oh! There we go.
all right, thanks for
That's
chatting.
in. Thank you. All right.
Have a good night, guys.
All right, thank you.
Awesome. That was cool, man.
Thank you.
That was fun. That was a good time.
What do you